Today I'll be going over my own gameplay of Azami. I have a few rounds to go through, a few tricks and tips I can give you along the way, but what we're going to mainly focus on is how to improve my own gameplay. Ready so I can play ranked a little bit better, have a little bit more map knowledge, positioning knowledge, better aim, these sort of things we're trying to improve on. So you see in the clip here I have a bit of a triple kills of Blackbeard. A lot of people are actually banning Blackbeard, but I have a few tips on beating him, so stay tuned in this video to see those. As you see here, don't quite mop up this round, but some good aim in this round, keeping some headshot available. So without further ado, I'm Trey Rorschach. Let's get into the video. Before I go over this round in full, I just want to go over the reinforcements. So instead of reinforcing both walls here, I reinforce the right one, put some head holes in the next one, so I can peek into the room next door freely, cover different angles from deeper into the bomb site. Now I see far too many people reinforcing both walls and you don't have a line of sight then. Another thing you can do, you can put footholes in the wall, little holes along the feet, and that will show you anyone walking past an unreinforced wall. The keybers here are key, well this one specifically. In previous games this has got me plenty of kills. It's really hard to kill you behind that keybar. The other one is not greatly placed. I'd place it in the middle of that table to cover the doorway, but I prefer the doorway open so I can see the enemy running past. Now I noticed my keyboard barrier has been absolutely obliterated and I failed to get that kill because of low aim. I think he's going to be ducking at that window and he's not. And the second thing I do wrong is I move entirely while the Leon ping is going along. If you stay still, you're going to survive that Leon ping without getting noticed. Now I grab the attention of the little Blackbeard bitch on the balcony, and the way I defeat him is key to defeating Blackbeard in general. So avoid his grenade, hold head level at the little son of a bitch, and what I do there is I pull behind cover as if I'm going to reload, and I re-peek as he's going to ADS, and his ADS is so slow you can just shoot him in the face. Another way to defeat him there, if he gets too close, is to melee his shield and shoot him in the head. That'll give you a good advantage. Unfortunately, I didn't notice when I ran in, this guy breached this little corner of the window and I get picked off. But on to the next clip. Gonna be honest, this round's not that great for me. Not one of my best rounds, but it's in here because of one Blackbeard kill, and this little bit at the beginning is quite interesting. So I pop some little holes in the wall, I have a little look round and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to put head holes in this one or footholes in this one. I think I want this one fully reinforced. I'm trying to get a bit more map knowledge because my map knowledge is absolutely shocking. Don't realise that's my team drone. I didn't realise our team had drones, and some really good aim there if you ask me as well. But I'm trying to do a bit of roaming here, trying to figure out this map because I have no clue about this map. I will say I don't really think the guy who's playing Denari has really used Denari to his full effect here. You can really make some clever plays with Denari, and I'll show you that in a later video. I've got plenty of Denari footage, seeing as he's the new operator of the crew. As you can see here, it takes a fair amount of time for our team to pop in, and who do we see? Blackbeard. So all I do, same thing, hold head high, and when he peeks a little too much, he's dead. Easy as that. Now, we as a team here are awfully congested. 3 of us in one room. I could spin off here and do a bit of roaming. I could go for a flank, but I decide to push with my teammates and cover their rear, which is a decent play, but I think the better play, having all 5 players alive, would have been for me to go on a flank and see if I could pick off a couple of those stragglers. I take too long in this doorway here after my teammate goes down, and my teammate does get the heal for me. I would have preferred them points for myself, but never mind. I just took too slow. I'm too slow peeking things. My teammates, I think they were shooting at each other. And I hold peeks on these doorways for far too long, and when I eventually get to the end of this round, I just get picked off by a very clever maverick, and me not paying attention really. It's really hard to stay attentive in Siege for like 9 rounds if you go the full way as well, so, or if you've played a number of games, but he picks me off through an easy peek hole and some cool droning, so that's how it's done there, guys, gotta be honest. First thing I do here, I reinforce this little corner so I have somewhere to retreat to in this room. I focus on anchoring in this round because all 4 of my teammates literally go out roaming, at least 3 of them anyway. And I put some head holes in this wall here. Don't know how I feel about that rotate, but what I probably should have done, I don't have a shotgun which makes it easier, is put footholes in that wall all the way along, so you can see anyone who tries walking up that corridor. It's a real advantage doing that. So what I do well in this round is I anchor the bomb site and I try my best to hold it. Now I reinforce this wall and I want to put head holes on the other wall so I can contest that room and the stairway there as well. That way I can cover up the doorway with the Azami, but my team decided to reinforce everything in the end. So I put an Azami at the top of the doorway, cover half the doorway, and I'm trying to decide how I want to anchor this room. So I've got to avoid this little area here. They like to come flooding down this tunnel on the lower ranks, so I put a little cover up here to block out any way I can get shot in the back through that shelving unit, provide a bit more cover, and I cover the rest of this doorway. But what I do, I leave it so I can see anyone standing outside. I can take little pot shots at their feet and take a little bit of damage off them that way. From here it's another Blackbeard story, so that doorway you see at the end of the corridor there, it will be breached open in a couple of seconds and you'll see Blackbeard down the corridor, and we exchange a couple of rounds. So my teammates start to fall because they've roamed out and they haven't retreated back, which is, if you are roaming, know when to retreat back to bomb site or retreat back a couple of rooms. It'll pull your opponent off, it'll make them search corners a little bit more and be a little more cautious, and you can peek the area and pick them off. So I'm still watching that tunnel, and now I notice the hatch is open, so lucky not to die to Blackbeard there because he's peeking down the corridor, and this is where the exchange starts. So I do well to watch the hatch and the tunnel, and I take pot shots at Blackbeard here, and I probably shouldn't be taking this engagement, but all day I've had Blackbeard by the balls, and this round is no different. I wait for my opportunity, and I do eventually get the headshot I'm looking for. He misses his grenade, I peek back out, and I think this is where I get him. Yeah, there we go. Better aim, that's all it is. And from here, we win the round, and it's as easy as that. In this next clip, I've got a couple of good keyboard barrier placements here. So the first one's going to go on this desk. This is going to protect you from the window if you're in this room. So it'll definitely stop you getting shot in the back. Since I've been putting it there, it has helped me a lot. Obviously, you'll definitely get alerted before your keyboard barrier goes down by the amount of noise. So the second one here, now I put it here, and I get a decent little head glitch on the left, and obviously you can also peek from the right there as well. So these two have helped me defend this room in previous games, not so much in this one, but in previous games they definitely have helped out. So I'm still working on placements for keyboards and things like that, so I probably will do more of these videos with the same operators and just show how I've improved using them. Now this angle, these are the angles you want to be taking gunfights from as much as possible. Those tight angles through 2 doorways. Definitely take on those gunfights and take less gunfights out in the open. This little head glitch not so great, but this one here, if anyone comes through that doorway, I've pretty much got a free kill if I'm holding head high, especially with Azami submachine gun, which is phenomenal. So my team are out roaming. They haven't got a retreat plan, and they generally all get picked off one by one. So this is the reason why I'm sat in an anchor position. I'm watching angles. I'm using my keyboards to cover things up if I think, oh, I don't like him coming through that window, for example. And I'm just pushing back and for the bomb site, using as many nasty head glitches as possible. Now, there's a player above right now, and he uses the ramp, and what I do well here is I fall back so he can't get me through the ceiling. Now he's trying to play vertically, and he does a good job here of opening up the bomb site one, and then he moves into the next room, and I have to back out of this one. So he's literally forcing me backwards here. If I stay in that room, he could definitely pick me off. So I find another nasty angle here, but I feel from here I wait round a little too long. My teammate gets picked off there. I wait for this guy to come around the corner. He never comes. And what I should be probably doing here is going for some crazy flank, but I do wait patiently for my opportunity, and I do manage to get 2 out of 3 of those players that are left, but I don't win the round, unfortunately. From here I run back to the window to see if he's rappelling down, but I'm too late. He's already in, he's already planted. Should have done that 20 seconds ago. So I push through. I notice he's at the bomb site, and I managed to kill him with some good eyesight and some good shooting, if you ask me. Burst fire was key to getting that kill. I'm lucky not to trip the claymore, and I'm forced to go back round the other way. I might have been able to shoot that claymore. I don't know if it'll blow me up if I shoot it, so that's something I gotta test. Some lucky gun skill here, and then I really bad at spotting the bomb. What else can I say? I take too long, I run into cover, I go to the wrong place, and yeah, game over. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.